Hello, today we are going to talk about how to process through our patterns that come up for us that are sort of our benchmarks, right? So the patterns that are constantly there that you know you want to overcome, that just no matter what you do seem to stay there. Okay. So when you have one of these patterns, for me, I had an aggression pattern. I still am working on it, so it's not like it's fully gone, but I want to share how I've actually seen this pattern lessen in my life over time. So since I've done tons of spiritual work, step one is that you begin to see the pattern. That may seem so obvious, but for a lot of people, they can't even see these patterns playing out. They are simply reactive. So once you start to see a pattern, I want you to start to express gratitude for your awareness. This is really important because the pattern, when you see it, it can be really painful to see. But if you remember that step one to healing it is seeing it, then you can have more gratitude and realize that not everyone gets the gift of seeing their pattern and they stay trapped in reactivity for most of the time. So the fact that you are becoming aware of it is super important. Next is that it will really bother you to see how ugly that pattern is, and it really will put you into pain. So you're naturally going to want to try to shift that pattern. Like, ooh, for me, it was like, I'm going to stop this aggressive behavior. I don't like this about me. Maybe I'd even go on for a little bit, make a little bit of progress, and then boom, I would be aggressive towards somebody. And it would be devastating because the more spiritual you get, the more devastating it is when you seem to fall from that grace or don't act from that place anymore. But this is just the natural ebb and flow of these patterns leaving you over time. So don't worry about it too much. Just realize that you're efforting and that you can't change it as part of the process. It just deepens your passion to want it to go. What happens is you try so hard to change it and you can't, and it's heartbreaking. You may make little progress here and there, and that's your effort. You need to effort because in order to surrender, you have to try your hardest. That's what surrender is, right? Nobody ever fought a war by starting off with the white flag already in their hand. You have to really try. When you try and realize that it's kind of hopeless for you, other than a little progress, that's when a higher power can come in and remove that thing from you. So it will remove that character flaw from you. And again, it won't all be at once, but you will turn your head back and look at who you used to be, and you won't quite be that person anymore. And this is a huge gift that you get to have. And again, sometimes those patterns will rear up a little bit just to remind you just how far you've come and just how much you still aren't in control of removing your own patterns. So I hope this teaching helps you to understand you can apply it literally to any pattern that you may have in your life. And as you're doing this and seeing those patterns come up, please don't condemn yourself. Please hold yourself with a lot of love, because this is what we're here to do, is release these things not only for ourselves, but for the collective. What you let go in yourself and heal in yourself, you're healing for everyone. So when these things come up, you just really need to hold it in a loving space and be patient with yourself. Sending you so much love and energy. Have a beautiful day.